270 home units at Igondo Ikotun LCDA as part of its administration's efforts at bridging the housing deficit in the state. The project was conceived to provide decent accommodation for suburban dwellers. Adetola Kayode has the report.
Abandoned at different stages of construction for over 2 decades, the Egon Igondo Mixed Housing Estate in Igondo Ikotun Local Council Development Area has finally been completed by the Sanwo-Olu administration. The 270 units of 2 bedrooms is to help bring succor and meet the housing needs of the people in the area.
We will continue to work assiduously to overcome any challenge, ensuring that every promised unit are delivered. This project is a clear indication that when we combine vision with dedication, the results are transformative.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu says the commissioning of Cluster 1 of the housing estate is another attempt at building affordable housing, fostering a sense of belonging and community among Lagos residents in all the 5 divisions.
We all know too well that shortage of housing in Lagos is real, but our administration is determined to reduce that shortage. Our administration's primary goal is to build more homes and to empower the private sector as well. We believe they are the engines of growth and we are a strong enabler.
He, however, urged the residents of Egon Igondo to take ownership and good care of the infrastructure. The governor promised to continue to build livable, socially stable homes that will improve the quality of lives of the people.
Please take proper care of it. It is now your property as residents, as community development, as CDC, as CDA. Please make sure that everything government has provided, water, the road network, is kept clean.
The facility is well equipped with modern fittings, including car park, water treatment plant, electricity transformers, connecting roads and drainages. The clusters 2 and 3 of the Egon Igondo Mixed Housing Estate will be delivered and commissioned soon. Adetola Kayode, LTV News.
The Lagos State University, LASU, has awarded academic and professional doctorate degrees, distinguished professor, emeritus professor, and honorary doctorate degrees as part of its 2023-2024 convocation ceremony. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu described education as a major tool for addressing societal needs and development, a role he said LASU is playing very well. Again, Adetola Kayode has the report.
It's day 2 of the 27th convocation ceremony of the awards of academic and professional doctorate degrees, conferment of ranks of distinguished professor, emeritus professor, and honorary doctorate degrees at the Lagos State University, LASU. Vice Chancellor of the university, Professor Ibiyemi Olatunji Bello, reeled out the achievements of the last academic session, including maintaining its status as the best state university and the 9th best in the country in corporate rankings, embedding additional courses, expanded infrastructural base, while thanking the governor for his consistent contributions to the growth and development of the foremost state university in Lagos.
Still on the Africa Center of Excellence, we quadrupled the center's performance earnings measured by the World Bank's disbursement-linked indicators, TLI, from less than 20% in September 2021 when I came in to over 75% as at April 2024.
The governor of Lagos and visitor to the institution, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, reinforced his administration's unwavering commitment to empowering students in all of its universities, ensuring they produce great future leaders and problem solvers. He, however, enjoined the people not to underestimate young people who must also thirst for energy and enthusiasm to excel in academics, sports, and societal development.
As leaders, it is our responsibility to ensure that the products of our educational system remain relevant and they are effective in profiling solutions to societal problems. Therefore, delighted to see that our university, Lagos University, is dedicated to achieving the goals of ensuring that our education and indeed our graduates remain a vital tool for human and societal development.
The governor, who gave great kudos to the members of staff and students of LASU for making the state proud, also announced a 10 million naira donation to the best graduating student, Olaniyi Olawale of Accounting Education Department.
So I want to congratulate Olaniyi. It's a moment of great pride, not just for you, but for all of us. And for me personally, to celebrate and to honor you, I will announce a very small token of 10 million naira recognition.
Aside the 89 doctors of philosophy and 66 professional doctorate degrees, LASU also conferred awards on distinguished personalities and academics. The rank of Distinguished Professor and Professor Amidu Sani, Emeritus Professor and Professor Martins Anete Kai, and Honorary Doctorate degree on Prince Tajuddin Olusi, MON, and Prince Dr. Samuel Adedoyin OFR Adetola Kayode, OTV News.
Now, the Bridge House College has unveiled the commemorative logo for its 20th anniversary to celebrate several milestones of the school. The executive director, Foluke Abdurazak, who addressed journalists ahead of the anniversary, restated the resolve of the college to leverage on its local and international ratings to develop more students who can compete with their contemporaries from any part of the world. We have details in this report.
The Bridge House College is celebrating 20 years of a glorious and impactful existence as an academic institution. At a press conference where the commemorative anniversary logo was unveiled, the executive director, Foluke Abdurazak, noted that the college prides itself as an institution known for excellence and outstanding products, with local and international reputation and honors.
Our core values: responsibility, resilience, integrity, creativity, empathy, and excellence. Our strengths and achievements are all highlighted here. We've had consistent results in Cambridge examination over the years. We received top in the world award in law by Nigerian students.
Key stakeholders of the college, including the Lagos State Commissioner of Youth, Honorable Bolaji Ogunlende, applaud the institution for its uncommon passion and giant strides recorded in the education sector.
As an ex-director of the Bridge House College, it is with all humility and all sense of responsibility that we've seen the college grow this far. The college was started by my parents in 2004, and here we are 20 years down the line, celebrating excellence, celebrating tenacity, celebrating growth, and celebrating a great achievement.
This is like a mini university because there's so many people from other areas. So you learn to respect people's cultures, you learn to respect people's opinions, and you also learn to have the confidence to stand on your own.
We're always on the lookout for good members of staff. As the other educators in this room would know, and I've cited them here, you would know that your good staff come, and with some time, they will probably have to go. There's Japa, the Japa syndrome, or Japada. Whatever it is, we have to replace them. And being a member of COVIS, we have to be very particular how we go about this replacement.
Thank God we have a very strong management team, very strong academic faculty that always job-oriented, and they will always make sure that, this is our local of the best.
Founded 2 decades ago, Bridge House College had produced graduates who had excelled in various walks of life.
Away from education stories, the federal government says Nigeria is making progress in tackling land degradation and deforestation through an initiative called the Great Green World and New Map to Study the Environment. Minister of Environment Balarabe Lawal disclosed this at a one-day seminar in commemoration of this year's World Environment Day in Abuja. Lawal said the initiative has helped in promoting sustainable land management and enhancing the resilience to drought. He highlights the challenges affecting the nation's environment to include deforestation, unsustainable land management, and adverse impact of climate change. The minister adds that all these challenges are not only threatening the health and well-being of the people, but also jeopardize the ecological system and capacity of the nation.
Nigeria is making progress in addressing land degradation and desertification through initiatives such as the Great Green Wall, which I'm sure you have been seeing the movie there, the Great Green Wall, then the new map, which is also trying to address the issue of environment, and also the AgriSA, agroclimatic resilience and semi-arid landscape.
That the essence of the celebration is to remind us that the purpose of environment is to preserve our yesterday's heritage, to protect today's interest, and care for tomorrow's hope.
Speakers at the event said land degradation has created poverty and food insecurity within the society, and therefore called on Nigerians to keep imbibing healthy practices to ensure the environment is safe, clean and sustainable. The Lagos State government has urged residents to imbibe environmental-friendly practices aimed at protecting the environment for present and future generations. Special Advisor to the Governor on the Environment, Olakunle Rotimi Akodu, gave the advice at a sensitization walk organized to commemorate World Environment Day. We have details in this report.
Do not throw waste on the road. It goes into our drainage. Please say no to flooding.
The sensitization walk to commemorate this year's World Environment Day started from the office of the Ministry of the Environment and Water Resources, with officials of the Lagos State government led by the Special Advisor to the Governor on the Environment, Olakunle Rotimi Akodu, displaying placards to educate residents on the need to protect and preserve the environment. The team created awareness on proper waste management, tree planting, plastic pollution, and recycling.
The message is simple. Let us all go back to what it should be. We should have a change in our orientation, we should have a change in our policy, we should have a new approach altogether to our environment so that it can sustain us the way it ought to be.
They were later received by the Chairman House Committee on the Environment.
We can't do away with the environment. We have to embrace it, no matter, sometimes it comes with its disasters. However, with proper planning like this that is happening today, we can always be ready for whatever form of disasters are coming, whether it's flood or any other natural disasters. And from the Lagos State House of Assembly, through the Committee on Environment, we have always been supporting the Ministry of Environment in the executive side of government. We have supported them with all their policies, budgetary provisions for everything that they are doing, all the projects they are implementing, they are carrying out. We have always been very supportive.
Seeing what we have done over a long period, we've removed all the obstacles, we've restored our waterways, we've restored our land area, we've planted more trees. And it's still ongoing. We don't have any other place to go. We still have planet Earth. So let's keep this one better. Let's keep it for the future. Let's keep it for more generation, and let's keep it, habitable for all of us to stay in.
Highlight of the sensitization walk is the planting of trees at the JJT Park. Bukola Taylor Cole, LTV News. And now to this one, a federal high court in Kano has fixed June 13 for ruling on the jurisdiction of the fundamental human rights suits on the Kano Emirate. The court, presided by Justice Abdullahi Liman, also issued a court order restraining the reinstatement of Emir Muhammadu Sanusi II. The suit filed by Aminu Danangudu, who is a kingmaker in the Emirate Council, asked the court to restrain the respondents, including the Kano State government and the Kano State House of Assembly, from enforcing the repealed law. The respondents in the case are Kano State government, Kano State House of Assembly, Attorney General of Kano State, the Commissioner of Police, Inspector General of Police, and the Department of State Services. The respondents have also presented their case as both counsels await the court's ruling on whether or not the restraining order on Muhammadu Sanusi as Emir of Kano has jurisdiction or not. Now, following the travails of reinstating Muhammadu Sanusi II and dethronement of Aminu Ado Bayero, the Kano emirship stool remains unoccupied after the declaration and return of Muhammadu Sanusi II. The June 13 ruling will determine whether or not the Federal High Court has jurisdiction to proceed with the fundamental human rights case to bring an end to the emirate tussle in the state. Still ahead. Lagos State Government presents Ikorodu Master Plan to guide physical development up to 2036. That's in a moment. Please stay with us.
In my kitchen, every dish begins with quality ingredients.
From the sizzle of the pan to the laughter around the table, Bowl brings families together, enriching every meal with a...
No foaming, no sticky, no fast. Can you hear the scent?
Mom? Yes, baby.
What's the secret?
My secret is Bowl refined soybean oil.
We power moments of joy and vitality, from the kitchen to the playing field and onto the dance floor. Cook with Bowl for the best culinary adventure. No foam, non-sticky, no foul smell, cholesterol-free, enriched with vitamin A and E. Bow soybean oil, keeping a healthy heart.
Dear Lagosians, we are taking a stand for our city's health and future. The Lagos State government has banned styrofoam food containers to shield our environment and your well-being. Why? Because styrofoam made of polystyrene is linked to severe health risks like cancer, Parkinson's disease, and hearing loss. But the danger doesn't stop there. It is also non-biodegradable, meaning it will remain the same for the next 500 years, leading to clogged drains and increased flooding. Our oceans are also at risk. It harms marine life, disrupting the delicate balance of our ecosystem. Please, let us embrace the usage of only reusable plastic containers henceforth. If you are found using, selling, or distributing styrofoam food containers, these items will be confiscated and you will be prosecuted. Let's choose a safer path with reusable plastics. It's up to us to ensure a vibrant, healthier, and cleaner Lagos for generations to come. Enough is enough. Join the movement.
Welcome back. If you just joined us, you're watching the news at 8 on Lagos Television. Now, the House of Representatives has urged President Bola Tinubu to immediately constitute a judicial panel of inquiry on prison attacks in the country and ensure that such assault on the security architecture of Nigeria does not reoccur. The House also mandated the committees on interior and reformatory institutions to interface with the relevant federal government agencies to constitute threat management in correctional centers across the country and collate data of inmates by enrolling them in the National Identity Number System and report within 4 weeks for further legislative action. Now, this followed the adoption of a motion raised during plenary by Honorable Kabiru Rumu, a lawmaker from Kano State.
A return to society and their refusal to go back to prison indicate that they will continue to perpetrate more atrocities, leading to the further breakdown of security across the country. Believe that prison break constitutes a threat to national security and stringent actions must be taken to avoid further incidences.
The House of Representatives also urged the Federal Ministry of Education, in conjunction with the State Ministries of Education, to conduct a comprehensive review of the curriculum across primary, secondary, and tertiary institutions and align the curriculum with evolving global market demands. Now, this followed the adoption of a motion by Honorable Bamidele Salam.
Nigeria's traditional curriculum for primary and secondary schools faces challenges compared to advanced nations. While it equips students with knowledge,
It prioritizes rote learning over practical skills like critical thinking and problem solving, which are very crucial in current labor market. The curriculum might have a stronger focus on national subjects, potentially limiting exposure to global perspectives necessary to navigate the intercontinental world.
The lower chamber also mandated the Committee on Renewable Energy to investigate ministries, departments and agencies of the government associated with investment, procurement and receipts of grants meant to develop the renewable energy sector from 2015 to date and report within 4 weeks for further legislative action. The House of Representatives has resolved to investigate the fraudulent allocation of land documents in Abuja before the appointment of Nyesom Wike as the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT. This resolution followed the adoption of a motion of urgent public importance by Honorable Gaza Jonathan, a lawmaker from Nasarawa State. Raising his motion, the lawmaker lamented that several land title documents were fraudulently allocated while the FCT minister's position was vacant.
Were subject to litigation which were yet to be resolved, but disturbed that some of the beneficiaries of these alleged fraudulent allocations are already using them to forcefully grab, dislodge, and equally inflict harm on landowners, which is a recipe for further conflict. Convinced that if the title documents of land is fraudulently issued or procured, whatever is built on, it should not stand in the interest of the public.
The House of Representatives also emphasized the need for the Nigerian Communication Commission, NCC, to investigate the operations of telecommunications companies operating in the country over poor service delivery. The resolution was passed as a sequel to the adoption of a motion under urgent public importance on the need for Nigerian Communications Commission to investigate private internet service providers in Nigeria. The Lagos State government has presented the Ikorodu Sub-Region Master Plan to stakeholders in the area. Commissioner for Physical Planning and Urban Development, Olumide Oluyinka, at the official handing over ceremony says the master plan would henceforth guide physical development in the axis until its expiration in 2036. We have details in this report. As one of the divisions of Lagos, Ikorodu is speedily becoming a thriving industrial and commercial area. To therefore ensure the sustainable development of the axis, the Lagos State government initiated a sub-region master plan. At the presentation and official handing over of the master plan to the people of Ikorodu, the Commissioner for Physical Planning and Urban Development, Olumide Oluyinka, says the plan focuses on key areas of land use, transportation, physical and social economic infrastructure, as well as environmental management.
It has to be planned in line with the modern design, which is what we have now, to take care of the land use, the various land use, and the division of all the lands, so that areas that are marked for residential are recognized for residential, areas that will have drainage baths are also recognized, area for recreational are also recognized, and area for agriculture is also recognized, so that people can build and live as per plan.
Lagos State has been a pace setter for all the other states in the country, and we are far ahead of them. We have the Lagos State Master Plan, and that's why we have to. Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu has to make a decision that it has to go across the board of the division of Lagos State.
Speaking on behalf of the people, the Ayongburi of Ikorodu, Oba Adewale Shotobi, who symbolically received the planning document from the commissioner, commended the Babajide Sanwo-Olu administration for its interest in the Ikorodu sub-region.
I want to thank the governor of Lagos State for finding it deemed fit to make sure it is finally done. They are giving it to us. It's an instrument that is being adopted, and we've got to go by the rules. And I want to appreciate the governor for giving the 3 months grace for those that have constructed their house without the approval, that they have the opportunity now to go and do it.
I don't envisage any difficult problem in terms of implementation. because the plans were done in recognition of the existing settlements. And again, it now falls within the period of the amnesty period for people that have built without approval to come forth and do the regular thing by way of getting their building plan approval.
The Ikorodu Sub-Region Master Plan is a 20-year plan which will expire in the year 2036. Bukola Taylor Cole, LTV News. Promoting collaboration within the society will create greater impact and development, an act Ikorodu Indigenes describe as a tool in uplifting the division. They were speaking at the Ikorodu Division Peace Initiative Synergy with the Nigerian Immigration Service Igbogbo Passport Office for efficient service delivery. Ikorodu Bureau Chief Adeshegun Igop has the report.
It is crucial for indigenes and residents of a purpose-driven society to sustain their role as key actors in driving development with collaboration, which is essential for upliftment. As such, members of Ikorodu Division Peace Initiative saddled with the responsibility of ensuring security of life and property and as well peaceful coexistence within the division are donating to Nigerian Immigration Service facilities they describe as necessary to enhance their services to the people of the division.
When you look at the government parastatals that has been doing wonderfully well, there is no way it will not come to mention immigration services. To let them know that the Ikorodu Division Peace Initiative is very much aware of the good things that they are doing, and noting for the fact that the immigration services has to do with security. The office has been able to render good and efficient service to our people.
Led by the Odofin of Ikorodu, Adewumi Ogunsoya, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, the group states that strengthening partnerships is largely beneficial and will advance the ongoing development of the division.
When you are talking of security, there is no way you can take away immigration service because it has to do with the internal situation. And that's why we want to identify with them. And this is not the last of our efforts with the immigration service. We will continue to do whatever we think we can do to enable them to perform efficiently well and to service Ikorodu Division, generally.
Igbogbo Passport Office has been performing excellently well. And on that basis, they deserve every support that could be given. We'll continue to partner with them and we'll continue to support them so that they can give maximum services to our people.
The Adeboruwa of Igbogbo, Obasemiuddin Kasali, and the Passport Control Officer are appreciative of the move in ensuring continuous growth of the division.
This is a good cause that definitely will add value to the effectiveness and efficiency of this body to the entire Nigerians. We want to appreciate the donor for this lofty gift. We want to thank them. We want to encourage them to continue to do more because, like they've said here, they need all the support to make them effective in the service delivery.
We are grateful and we promise this you have done. We are promising you a seamless service rendering.
It will be recalled that the Igbogbo Passport Office, inaugurated in December 2023, is aimed at decongesting the Ikoyi Passport Office, reduce the processing and waiting time for passport applications. Adeshegun Igop, LTV News.
Coming up, Presidency describes documents making rounds on planned removal of import duties on food and drugs as unofficial. That's on Business News. Stay with us.
On Business News tonight, the presidency has described as unofficial documents doing the rounds that it was planning to yank off import duties on food and drugs. The response came on the heels of two fiscal policy documents being widely quoted to have been from the presidency, that it was making a provision for 5.4 trillion naira petrol subsidy for 2024, and that it would stop importers from paying duties on staple food items, drugs and other essential items for an initial period of 6 months as a measure to cushion the effects of the economic hardship on the masses. But the special advisor to the president on information and strategy, Bayo Ononuga, explained that although one of the documents titled Inflation Reduction and Price Stability Fiscal Policy Measure Order 2024 was being shared as if it were an executive order signed by President Bola Tinubu, but it was still at the proposal stage. He added that the order document is a 65-page draft document with the title Accelerated Stabilization and Advancement Plan, containing suggestions on how to improve the Nigerian economy, is also still in the draft stage and was just received by President Bola Tinubu. The 2024 edition of the Digital Pay Expo Conference and exhibition brought together key players in the banking and fintech ecosystem to deliberate the transformative shifts in payment systems in Africa. Held at the Eco Hotels, Victoria Island, with a theme defining payments. Organizers of the two-day annual event, Intermark Consultants, say the event is important to allow stakeholders drive changes in the payments landscape.
Demographics have changed and continues to change, and the demand is becoming more interesting. For instance, you have Gen Zs, you have millennials, you have Generation Alpha, you have all of those sort of people that now form 70% of the demand for payments. And these guys definitely are online, right? The way they order their food, the way they do shopping, the way they do, regular transactions, even banking transactions, and they pay for services totally different from what, payment used to be.
To ensure that people continue to understand that technology is here to stay. Technology is here to actually make it easier in terms of payment solutions, and also to extend what is currently being done to rural areas.
Various speakers here, including government officials and private sector players, all agree that while there has been a major shift in payment technology, there is a need for more collaboration so as to drive financial inclusion in Nigeria.
A digital platform must be compatible to our everyday use. And one of our everyday use now, I'm sure you're Yoruba, you speak Yoruba most of the time. So why can't I use Yoruba to do my digital transactions? Why must I go and learn English, go to school, go and study before I can do digital?
When you talk to everybody, they say, well, Lagos has a lot of internally generated revenue. This would have been impossible if not